This week On the Road with Mickey, saving the best for last, the last park and attraction of your trip.
We're on the road with Mickey. We're gonna have some fun. Regardless of the rain or sun, our trip has just begun. So buckle up, let's go. We're about to start the show. And maybe if you like us, you'll see where else we'll go.
Hey everyone, I'm Mike, and she's Sophie.
And she's Brenda.
Hi, everyone.
And he's Grogu, loves his Aunt Brenda.
He's so cute.
And we are on the road with Mickey. This is episode 299 for February 16th, 2026. And our feature topic this week is a continuation of our Saving the Best for Last series. We are looking at the last park and attraction of your trip. So that is coming up. But first, we have some cheddar from the big cheese. And Brenda, you start us off, please.
All right. Well, Disney is teasing us some cruise news. Word is that Disney Wish will be sailing out of the UK for the 2027 year.
Ooh.
I had no idea.
Yeah,
and
it's
Daddy.
Yeah, I know, but it's a tease. So they posted something on the Disney Cruise Instagram or something, a little video showing the Union Jack and like the funnels for the Disney Wish. So we'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. But all I'm saying,
Yeah, I know
that
what
seems
all you're
like
saying.
a very good opportunity.
Seems very
know
timely.
I know exactly what you're saying. Well, February 8th was the 25th anniversary of the opening of Disney's California Adventure Park and the opening
Ooh.
of the Grand Californian Hotel. So congratulations. It is
Congratulations indeed.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the second of the Disneyland parks, and when it opened, that's when Disneyland became known as the Disneyland Resort, and I think California Adventure kind of plays second fiddle in a lot of ways, but 25 years, and they gave out. I wish I had been there because they gave out commemorative maps that showed the park from opening day and what attractions were open on opening day.
Nice.
I'm like, that would have been a cool souvenir, you
You'll
know?
have to check out eBay soon. They'll be out there.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to spend eBay dollars on it though.
Hey, it's less
Anyway,
than a park ticket.
that's true. I would hope anyway.
All right, well, it is my turn now. And Disney had a commercial in the Super Bowl, which was this Sunday, teasing the upcoming Mandalorian and Grogu movie. And I have the link right here. It's in the show notes. I'm very excited for this. I didn't watch the Super Bowl, but I'm going to have to go watch this after we're done here.
Yeah. And it's cute because it shows it shows Mando and Grogu on like a sleigh or something with tauntauns pulling. They're like, it's like they're hitched up to horses or whatever. I don't know.
That
But
seems a little Christmassy to me, but
but
okay.
you got to look at it. Go look at it.
Yeah.
Tell me what you think. But it is exciting because The Mandalorian Grogu hits theaters on May 22nd. And it's the first Super Bowl commercial for a Star Wars themed um, show or movie or whatever in a long time.
Oh,
So
that's cool.
Yeah.
My favorite was, as always, is the Budweiser commercial because I love those, the ones with the horses.
yeah, but
Love them.
I'll tell you, Dunkin' Donuts hit it out of the park
Oh,
tonight.
with the turn back time on your face.
The Goodwill Dunkin' with Ben Affleck and
Aniston.
and Jennifer Aniston and Matt LeBlanc and Jason Alexander from Oh my gosh. It was so funny. Oh
Oh
gosh, it was
gosh,
so funny.
that is too funny.
It was so
Oh my
funny.
gosh.
And I have no idea what either of
Any of
them are
that is,
talking about.
I know, but we know. When
We know.
you know, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. Stick with us, kid.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right. Well, that's our cheddar from the big cheese. Just a reminder, you can connect with us on our Facebook page. It's On the Road with Mickey. All of our stuff is On the Road with Mickey. So we have our Facebook page. We have our Facebook group, which is the On the Road with Mickey group. Hello, YouTubers, on our On the Road with Mickey YouTube channel. And by the way, we have been getting quite a bit of attraction lately because of our videos, cruise
Yay.
videos. So thank you everyone who has been following and subscribing and watching and everything. We
Yay.
had quite a bit of jump in viewership over the last month. So thank you
Awesome.
everyone. And don't forget to subscribe and like and hit the little bell for notifications. Um, don't forget, we are also on Instagram, On the Road with Mickey, and our email address, if you want to go old school and send us an email, is info@ontheroadwithmickey.com. And of course, our website is also ontheroadwithmickey.com. So thanks for connecting with us. We love feedback, and Sophie knocked it out of the park with her question of the week. So why don't
Thank you.
read us the question, Sophie, and then give your answer?
All right, then. Well, my question from last week was, what is your number one international bucket list destination? It didn't have to be Disney, it could be anywhere in the world. And my answer was the Vatican City. I really want to see Italy in general, but I especially like the city of the Pope. I want to see St. Peter's Basilica, and if I could maybe see more of the city, like on a guided tour or something, that would be amazing too.
And
Excellent.
Adventures by Disney has a tour, I think, that
Yeah.
goes into Vatican City. Just saying.
Okay. All right. Thank
All
you
right.
for that advice.
Yeah. Yep. Talk to your travel agent. See what we're looking at.
Okay.
Anyway, my answer was I want to go walk where Jesus walked. I want to go to Israel and I want to go to Jerusalem and Bethlehem and Capernaum and just see everything around that, you know? That's a bucket list item for me for sure.
That's a good
Very
one
good.
too.
Brenda, why don't you tell us yours?
Well, mine is Austria and Switzerland. I have had the Adventures by Disney, Amalfi Coast, Austria and Switzerland on my list forever and ever and ever. I don't know, but I just really want to go and see the Alps. We saw them from the plane in May. It was beautiful, but I want to see them. I want to go on the Sound of Music tour. I want to do a lot of stuff over there.
The hills are alive with the copyright strikes.
There you go. They're going to wipe us out.
No, it's fine. It's not like we're doing this for monetization anyway.
Exactly. All right. Well, Kim, this is my client, Kim, said she wants to go to Tokyo Disney. So now we'll go in order.
Up.
Sophie, you go next one.
Yeah. John said he would like to go scuba diving in the Great Barrier Reef. That's a good one too.
Yeah.
That's a very
That's
good one.
nice.
Aunt Brenda?
Very nice. Well, Cindy said Portugal and the Christmas markets in Europe, and that is an excellent suggestion. Yes.
Yeah.
Those
Very
Christmas
good
markets.
suggestion.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And then Chandler, that's my buddy Chandler, friend of the podcast, said he wants to go to Tokyo so he can visit the Disney parks there. And he would love to take his wife to Germany. He has been there before and it is absolutely breathtaking.
Ooh.
Nice.
And then Pam also said Tokyo Disney. We got a lot of Tokyo lovers here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And Sheila said Disney in Paris in the springtime. Oh my gosh. And Christmas markets in Germany while cruising down the Rhine River.
That's a good one.
Yep.
Disney in Paris in the spring.
And
I
then
always wanted
lastly,
to go to Paris in the spring.
yeah. And then lastly, Jennifer said Machu Picchu, which is also on my list. I mean, I think all these would
And
be on my
mine.
list. But
100%.
it's been number one on her bucket list for almost 20 years. And she did
Oh,
add
wow.
that she has to wait a couple more years because of other trips. And she's really hoping she can get there and see it in maybe 2 years or so.
Oh,
So,
Yay!
wow.
Fingers crossed for you, Jennifer.
yeah,
Definitely.
exactly. All right. Well, that was a great feedback. Thank you, everyone, for the
Thank you.
feedback and commenting on where you want to go. So, I want to see responses back after you take these trips on what you thought of them, and was it worth it? So,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
so let's just table that for a little bit, and maybe in 50 years we'll have answers for some of them. Hopefully sooner than that.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
All right. Well, it is time for our feature topic, and we are saving the best for last. And we are looking at the last park on your Disney trip and the last attraction or ride or show or whatever. I'm calling it attraction. I think attraction works better at that park. So, Brenda, it is your turn to start
Oh, am
us
I
off
up
first.
first? Oh
You're
my
up
Yeah.
first.
goodness.
So,
Well, this is tradition, I guess, with years of traveling to Walt Disney World. My last park is always going to be Magic Kingdom. It's like
That's a
my
good one.
farewell kiss until next time.
Yeah.
And my last ride of the trip, if it is open, because I have had times where it has not been, if it is open, will be the Carousel of Progress, my very last ride, Carousel of Progress. It makes me feel like I've spent some time with Walt and I've been where I'm supposed to be, and it ends my trip nicely. The times where Carousel is already closed, my second choice is the TTA People Mover.
Those are both very good ones.
Yep.
mhm.
That is my
Very, very
bid
good ones.
farewell for my favorite place until the next time.
And are you generally the girl that closes it down when it's
Oh,
your
of course.
last? Yeah.
Yes, unless I have like a flight, a flight to take or something, and I have to leave in the middle of the day or something like that.
Mm.
But yes, I prefer to close it down,
All
which is
right.
why sometimes the carousel's already closed.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and especially if it's a park day, like a party party day, it's closed. So,
Hmm.
but those
That's fair.
two, they're like our favorites. And the TTA People Mover is actually actually over the last several years has become my first ride
Yeah.
consistently.
Ooh.
I don't know how that happened, but it just has.
Well, it's really cool. I mean, there's so much to enjoy about the People Mover, and to me, I love being able to see it in the daylight and then in the night.
Yes.
It's just such a different experience in both environments. So it's really worth seeing at least twice a day.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Well, that is great. Great, great, great. So thank you, Brenda.
You're welcome.
Sophie?
Well, I guess I have to preface this by saying I don't have a tradition like Aunt Brenda has. Um, my last park and last ride could change from trip to trip. It really depends on how I plan things out. But when I am planning things out, I generally like to go for Magic Kingdom being my last park. Um, and while I'm there, it really depends on where I am in said park. I always change up my route of the Magic Kingdom that I take because I want to get to everything, and I rely a whole lot on the Genie Plus thing. So,
Lightning Lane.
yeah, yeah, I rely on a lot on Lightning Lane. So if Lightning Lane is taking me to Tomorrowland first thing in the morning, then Tomorrowland is where I'll go and I'll end up in Adventureland by the end of the day. Or I could end up like hopping between all of them. It really depends on a game of chance in a way. But I think in terms of my final ride for the Magic Kingdom, I would like for it to actually be the carousel or It's a Small World or maybe something with a view of the fireworks because I would like to stay until late in the night, maybe see the fireworks while I'm there that one last time, and then go back to my room and get ready to leave the next morning. So I would prefer it be something in Fantasyland or possibly Frontierland for Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, because I do remember a time I did that with my mom. It was one of the only rides that we got to ride, just the two of us on that trip
Mm-hmm.
because there was Mima there and we wanted to make sure that she wasn't left lonely because I was wanted to do all these roller coasters that would throw her into traction.
And
I miss Big Thunder so much.
yeah,
I do too. It should be reopening soon, shouldn't it?
Not soon enough.
no,
Mm,
not soon enough. But
it's
yes,
been a while.
it is because of the whole Villains Land and the Cars edition, Cars
Yeah,
Land.
Yep.
So,
yeah.
but it will reopen at some point. And I get what you're saying, Sophie, because it for us. We don't have that kind of thing. There's so many factors that go into it, and I'm going to segue into me a little bit. Um,
Go right ahead.
but it's like, um, how many parks are we doing on this trip? Which parks are we
Hmm.
doing? Are we doing just a couple parks, or are we doing all the parks, or what? So I think in a perfect storm for me, I agree. Last part should be the Magic Kingdom for me. And
Yeah.
um and if it doesn't, if it's not meant to be in that regard, that's okay because I'm still having fun regardless of which park we're at. I'm going to have
Sure.
fun. Um but I also think I don't have, Sophie and I of course father daughter, the whole
Hmm.
dynamic. So I don't have a specific last ride necessarily, but what I do have is a goal. And the goal is when I'm near the end of the day, it's about how many blitzes of attractions can I complete before the park closes? you know?
Nice.
Can I go from Pirates to Haunted Mansion to Peter Pan to Jungle Cruise to Country Bears to on and on and get all
Yep.
these in before the park closes? And then use that as
Yeah.
like, okay, now I'm beat. I got to get on a bus and go back to the resort?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the way it is for me. It's not about which one I'm actually doing, but it is about, how many can I complete there at the end? But you know what? We've talked ride strategies before, um and if I'm at a different park, the end of day is completely different. When you're
Hmm.
at Magic Kingdom, there's a billion rides.
Yeah.
So you want to maximize the rides. When you're at Epcot and it's 9 o'clock, you want to settle in for the fireworks and the show, and you want to wander around World Showcase because it's such a romantic thing to do,
Yeah.
you know? And so, and when you're at Animal Kingdom, you kind of want to peruse through Avatar
Pandora.
at,
Yeah.
after dark and see how it's such a unique thing. And Hollywood Studios is just there's just each of them has their own dynamic. So, but yeah,
Yeah.
for me, it's the blitzkrieg of trying to do as many rides before the park closes as I can.
There you go.
So,
But while we're on the topic of Hollywood studios, I will say this. After my solo trip last June, and I completely ended my Hollywood Studios night with Fantasmic. I don't see how I can skip that again because that show is amazing. It is absolutely phenomenal. And every time I'm at Hollywood Studios now, I want to be able to see it again. And of course, that show starts after the rest of the park closes. So that would be a great closing thing. If Hollywood Studios was our last park of the trip, Fantasmic would be an excellent finale to that entire trip, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, it would be. So,
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, it's just there. You know what we always say, and it's actual truth. There is no wrong answer at Disney.
That's
So
right.
Brenda's strategy for the last park of her trip, my strategy, Sophie's strategy, we're all right. Way to go, ladies. You're
Yes.
all right. Yay!
Yay! We're
Yay!
all right.
But I feel
So
like
So
that
Walt,
conversation was
Walt
way
is
too
a
short.
I feel like it was too. I feel like it was too. But that's okay. You know?
yep, yep.
Yeah.
It,
Because Magic Kingdom is just it's our it. I mean, there's things that
it's
remind us of Walt more there than the
anywhere.
other
Yeah.
parks. I think. I mean, he
Yeah.
just is. Even though he didn't walk there, he still had a lot to do with
Oh
things
yeah.
there, and it just draws us closer to him. I think it attaches to us somehow.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're absolutely right. So, but that's okay. Last week our recap was very thorough to the
Oh
tune
yeah.
of an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So now we're just going for like 40 minutes or so?
Less
Well,
than
I'm
that.
curious to know what people will write in about their last park they like to visit if they have an opportunity. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes you have to kind of do what other people want. But when you have a chance and you get to choose what your
Yeah.
last park is and what your last attraction is, what would you choose? Then I want to see what they have to say too.
Is that
Get
your
some
Yeah.
question of
feedback.
the week, Sophie?
I guess it is. Or should I say it's Brenda's question of the week this time? What
Well, it's
is
just kind of
your
normal feedback for this episode.
It is, but it's still a good one, and a good question writes itself, especially with a conversation as short as this one was. What is your last park and attraction for your trip? What is the one that you would want to end it all on?
All right. Well, that is the question. And so, as short as that is our feature topic. But that's okay. So, next is our This Day in Disney History.
Oh,
So, Sophie, take it away, honey.
All right, I will do just that. And I'm taking us back to the year of 1953. The day is February 16th. And the Newsweek features an article on the Disney Studios and our latest hit, Peter Pan. At the end of the article, it is announced that after the next animated feature, Lady and the Tramp, that Beauty and the Beast and Walt Kelly's Pogo the Possum are possibilities for future Disney animated features. And the reason I chose this is because think about it. Beauty and the Beast was late Disney Renaissance. It was like the 90s,
yeah.
but it was being thought about back in the 50s. That's how
Wow.
long that idea took to fruition. And I have not seen anything about Pogo the Possum from Disney. I don't know if they released something like that or not, but it makes you wonder how many different ideas has the Disney company gone through and been like, okay, we're going to do this, but this I think will need to be reworked and it may never end up becoming a project of ours. Just think
Wow.
about how many ideas they have filtered through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is insane to think about Beauty and the Beast being thought of in the 50s.
Yeah.
And and was the delay because of licensing for the rights to the story, or is it because of the technology, or just because other things bubbled to the surface before? You know,
Yeah.
all
Makes you
sorts of
wonder.
unknowns. That's
Maybe it
really
was
cool, though.
something in the public uh, feedback they got from the public on what they wanted to see or something.
That
You
could
never
It
be
could
know.
very
also.
well have been.
Yeah.
But
Well,
it is public domain, and it has been since I believe the late 1800s.
okay. So it wouldn't have been a rights issue as far
No.
as having to get the rights to the story from family of someone.
Yeah, that is so
Yeah.
interesting. I did not know that, Sophie. That is very interesting.
Yeah, because the story originates from the 1740s and 50s. So, according to US copyright laws, it would have entered the public domain about 100 years after its original publishment. So that means it would have been public domain back in the 1850s at the earliest, I would say.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's
Okay.
very interesting.
All right. Well,
That is good
great
history.
history. Really good
thank
history.
you.
Thank you, Sophie, for sharing that. Um, it is time to start our revamped Stump the Soph. We are stepping aside from characters and we are investigating the windows that can be found at Disneyland and Walt Disney World. And
Yes.
so Sophie is holding up the book. That is the book that she gave me for Christmas.
And I have
And
not read a single page of it.
she is going to study it some. And then I'm going to use that to come up with the Stump the Soph questions
So,
regarding the windows. And the ultimate answer is I will give clues, and Sophie has to name the person that the window is related to. So today is very much a softball question.
Yeah.
So so the way I'm going to format it is the park that the window is located
Okay.
and something from the text of the window, and then you try and guess, and if I need to add one more clue, then I will.
Okay.
Okay? So, let's see how
I
well I
am so
remember this.
nervous about this.
oh no, I'm excited for you.
I think
It's
it's
a
just
new
going to
way to
show your
expand. Yeah,
brilliance. It's just going
exactly.
to show your brilliance.
Or I'm going to be absolutely horrible at this game now.
No.
So, this window is located in the Magic Kingdom.
Okay.
Part of the text says, keeping dreams on track.
This is the Walt Disney window in front of the train station. And
That's
that's what you
exact.
mean when you say it's a softball one, because that is probably the only window that I know off the top of my head.
Yay, very
Yes.
good,
And you are
Sophie.
absolutely right. That is the Walt Disney World Railroad Office. And so the window says Walt Disney World Railroad Office, keeping dreams on track, Walter E. Disney, Chief Engineer.
Nice.
So,
Oh,
I
so
love it.
see, that's how it's going to go. And
All right.
if I had to do one more clue, I might have said either train or engineer, but probably engineer. Train would have been a
yeah.
giveaway. So,
Well, it was the on track part.
yeah.
Very good.
Well, good
Yay.
job,
I'm
Sophie.
excited about these.
I think
Thank
it'll be
you.
fun. I
I'm
think
going to
it'll be
learn a
fun.
lot.
So,
I
all
think
right.
it will be too. I just need to study a lot.
You need to study some. So, all right. Well, thank you, Sophie. Good job,
Yay,
honey.
good job.
Thank you, Daddy.
batting 1,000. All right. Well, Brenda, it's time to close us out with a little bit of Walt.
Well, bear with me. It's a little bit longer of Walt, but it's got to be
Worth every
spoken
moment.
about. That's right.
Yep.
Well, a beautiful tomorrow, just a dream away. That says we're going places. There's progress ahead, and that's just the mood we want for the world, for the whole pavilion. Here, for example, is a scale model of the General Electric Carousel Theater, a theater in which the audience itself moves in their seats around the stages. The actors, well, they're not real people, but they are a talented and interesting cast. We call them audio animatronic figures, and they talk and act like human beings. The Carousel Theater will present a warm and entertaining portrayal of how life has changed through electrical energy. The same kind of exciting and unique entertainment is what we're planning for every area of the General Electric Pavilion. So, see you at the fair, and remember,
There's a
The
great, big, beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day.
Oh,
Right.
Nice.
That's right.
Oh,
Love the man, Walt Disney. Love the Sherman Brothers. It's a win-win.
win. Because there's 5 of us. Win 6 because of Grogu too. He loves them
That's
too.
right. That's right.
Oh my gosh, I want to ride
Yep,
that so
there's
bad.
a great big
yeah.
We have it on our phones. We can watch it anytime because we've all recorded it.
A
That's
billion and
true.
one times. Yep.
That's right.
But I did read that permits were filed for the Carousel of Progress.
Yay.
And the permits are for the company that will be doing the fire alarm and fire protection services for the attraction. So it sounds like in the somewhat near future, I don't have any dates or anything, but in the somewhat near future, there will be a closure of the Carousel of Progress for them to redo it for including the Walt animatronic into the attraction.
Yep. I can't wait for that. Now,
So
having seen the one at Disneyland, and I was very nervous about it, I'm really excited to see how this is going to be.
I really want to see the one at Disneyland.
yeah.
It was good.
So stay tuned on that. That might be Cheddar down the road, but it's Cheddar 4 for today. Anyway, that, my friends, wraps us up for this week. We hope you have enjoyed the episode, and I hope that you all enjoy the Stump the Soph windows too, because I think it's fun. I think it's neat. There were a lot of things I really enjoyed about this episode. I love the little bit of Walt. Always love a little bit of Walt. I love the history.
Thank you.
And I love the Stump the Soph. I love the topic. I mean, what's not to love?
That's right.
And next week, we are going to, it's our 300th episode, but that's not the feature topic. The feature topic is resort restaurant gems. And we are going to list our top 3 resort restaurants that we love to eat at. Okay?
Nice.
So put on your thinking cap, ladies. Start looking at the app to find out which ones they are again, because if you're like me, you don't remember the titles of the places as well. So,
Are we concentrating on table service restaurants?
Or can we do quick service?
well, I thought table service, but you know what? Remember, there's no wrong answer. So if you choose quick service, then quick service it is.
We'll choose a bunch of each.
Okay.
Top 3.
Top 3.
Yeah.
All
three.
right. Well, that's our topic for next week. But for the rest of this week, we hope you have a wonderful week. We hope you have a smile on your face. And if you don't, I hope someone shares a smile with you. And if you are having a great week, share your smile with someone else and let's change their life around too. Until next week, I'm Mike. She's Sophie. That's Brenda. And he's Grogu. And we will see you on the road. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye, Grogu.